You don't need a perfect life, only honest faith. People often say, if your faith is strong, your life will be easy. But that is not always true. Sometimes your faith is there, and still your life becomes harder. This man knew that. He didn't live a perfect life, not even a good one. There were days when the power went out and the house became quiet. Too quiet. He stood in the dark and listened to the sounds of the city outside. Life everywhere. Just not in his home. His phone vibrated. A message from the bank. Too little money. He didn't look. He already knew. Before he had prayed with strength, with a loud voice, with many words. Now no more. Now he only said, God, I am tired. And sometimes he said nothing at all. Before, he went to church every Sunday. He knew the songs, the words, the answers. But one morning he sat on his bed, his shoes on, but he didn't stand up. He knew what they would ask. How are you? Any testimony? Do you still believe? He couldn't pretend that everything was okay, so he stayed home. And nothing bad happened. No thunder, no guilt, just emptiness. And that scared him. A few days later, he stood at a bus stop. Many people, all in a hurry. An old woman struggled with a heavy bag. No one helped. He wanted to keep walking. He had nothing himself, no strength, no money, but he stopped. He lifted the bag for her, without prayer, without a Bible verse, just help. The woman smiled at him and said, may God not forget you. Those words hit him deep. That night he whispered, God, if you still see me, I am here. That was not a strong prayer, but it was honest. Later he wrote a letter to God, not beautiful, not correct. He wrote about his shame, about his waiting, about his tiredness. At the end he wrote only one sentence, I don't have perfect faith anymore, only honest faith. He put the letter in a drawer, and life didn't change immediately, but something in him did. The days became easier. Not better, easier. Small jobs, small steps, small rest. He no longer prayed to seem strong. He simply spoke. Sometimes angry, sometimes quiet, sometimes not at all. And God stayed, not loud, not spectacular, still. Years later, he lived in another country, a colder country, but his heart was calmer. He helped people, listened, spoke little. One day someone asked him, how strong is your faith? He smiled gently and said, not strong enough to be perfect, but honest enough to stay. Maybe your life is chaotic right now. Maybe your prayers are tired. Maybe you think you have failed. But listen carefully, God doesn't need a perfect life. He doesn't need a perfect person. He doesn't need perfect faith. Just honest faith. And sometimes honest faith is all you have left. But that is enough. Always.